Hi, it's been 84 years. So, yeah, I've been kind of not cool about like doing videos recently in the last year or so. I mean, I've done a couple doll reviews and stuff, but mainly because people were commenting about like my voice being weird and like my mouth making noises I'm not telling it to. So, I'm kind of having my recording like far away. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'm like extending my iPad like with my arms. Anyway, so I saw this post on Tumblr that was about like reverse fairy tales. And so the first one was like Ariel rescues Eric, or it was like the prince, the princess, whatever. But I'm using Disney. I'm doing Disney for this. Um, so Ariel still rescues Eric, but instead of her going to find him, he finds a land witch and gets her to help him to become a mermaid, merguy, merman, whatever. And so he goes into the sea to find Ariel, and instead of it being like that her legs hurt when she walks, which isn't in the Disney version, his chest would hurt when he breathes, and I thought that was pretty cool. I played around with like giving him like bracelets to symbolize like he's cursed or whatever. I mean, it's not like totally a curse. I mean, he asked for it, but like it's kind of, sort of, it's a magic deal, whatever. But I got rid of those, and I also just wanted to add some visual interest. So instead of those, I gave him a necklace instead, and I figured that could serve as like a timer for like a color running out, like symbolizing how many days he has left as a mer guy. It's kind of like Mermaidia, the Barbie movie, if you've seen that. Um, so yeah, I decided for this because it's like Disney, but it's not exactly. It's like reverse. So I wanted to keep some elements of the character designs, but not like the main outfits. So I took Ariel's Kiss the Girl outfit and made it um, like into a mermaid design, basically. Also, this I didn't like record the sketches for any of these except the last one because I wasn't gonna make this a video. But then I was like, hey, I used to do that. It was fun. I'm gonna do it. So yeah, yeah. So I did all the sketches and then did all the line art and then all the coloring. Yeah. And only on the last one did I decide to record the sketch, if that makes sense. So yeah, this one is underwater. This is maybe their first meeting or like later on. Uh, I don't know. I also really like this outfit with them together because his belt matches her hair and her corset matches his hair and it all comes together nicely. So I decided to make his necklace red like his belt because he's a mermaid now. He doesn't wear a belt. um, yeah. Anyway, so there's that. I think I make the tail like fins and like tail waist thing transparent later, but not right now. Or like translucent, whatever. Um, so yeah, this is like their first meeting or something, and he can't really swim. Maybe that's I know he jumped off the ship to save his dog or something like that in the original, but maybe in this version he can't swim or something. So that would add a bit of conflict to the whole mermaid thing. Um, yeah, so I gave Ariel this like translucent sort of scarf to kind of mimic the sleeves on the blue dress. Um, and the corset is kind of a top, and then the skirt is just the tail. Um, yeah, I wanted it to resemble a corset, but like not too structured like a human corset. Like I wanted the coverage to mostly be there, but not so structured and tight, so like her boobs are kind of still boob shaped. So yeah, there they are. I really like how this turned out. I like how they all turned out actually. Going back into doing videos made me like really want to like make these pop more, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I just wanted to put more effort into them. I don't know. Once it got to like the line art phase anyway, the pose was kind of dull. Like I said, I didn't record the sketches because I wasn't going to make it a video. But once I got to the coloring, it was like, uh, I wanted to do more. Anyway, so the next one was Beauty and the Beast, and the prompt was a man finds this castle and he like meets this pretty girl who's cursed, and it's like Shrek, I guess. A lot of people are comparing it to Shrek. Like she's cursed and she's not like this isn't her true form. Her true form is like a scary monster. But he's just a guy, so it's not totally like Shrek, I think. But yeah, so I imagine this scene is like he finds like the rose or whatever that's cursed her to be pretty, and like I guess she's scared of finding out that, like, scared of him finding out that she's not, like, a pretty person. I don't know if the prompt specified that she was, like, an actual monster or just really ugly, but I like the monster thing because monsters are more fun and spooky and you get to have more creative character designs and stuff. But, yeah, so he thinks she's pretty, but she's like doesn't want to get too close, I guess, because she doesn't want him to be scared of her, maybe, or something. So like I have the mirror behind her, and oh, I copied a lot of poses like for Ariel, the Eric one. I like kind of referenced the bottom half of Ariel when she turns into a mermaid on the ship and she's like sitting on the floor because she can't swim because she's a mermaid on a ship. So I kind of took that for Eric's pose, and then for the Ariel, I just kind of took a whatever Ariel doing whatever. This one I referenced Belle when she's like yelling at Gaston, like she's angry, because he's coming to touch the flower. And then I took for his pose, I referenced the part where he is like first becoming human or something, and they're holding hands or something. I don't know. So I just like changed up his outfit, and I referenced the library outfits for this one because green is my favorite color, so I had to put Belle in green. And then I also just really like the Beast's cape, like the blue cape, when in that scene. I don't know, it just looks nice. So yeah, I put that on him, and I put that on her. And yeah, it's kind of like the West Wing scene where she's, when Belle finds the flower and he freaks out, whatever. We've all seen it. I don't think she would scare him into running away because she's a girl. She can't like. Also, she's not like an actual beast. Like if the beast was just a human man in the original movie, would he have scared her enough to run away? I don't know, but like she's not gonna scare him into running away. They'd talk it out, but she's mad. And I put a mirror back there. I referenced the mirror from the broken one of like his human form in the movie. I thought that was like kind of like reverse that. I was gonna put reflections of like what she would look like as a monster, and I figured that's too much character design for like just one little, like a bunch of little fragments of what she'd look like. Plus she's turned away, so it wouldn't like reflect her actual face in the mirror in this shot if it was a shot, you know. Yeah, so I put the dark curtains in the back and the flowers all glowy and stuff. I really like this one a lot. I don't know how this story would change. I mean, it would be changed, obviously, but I don't know how, like, I would personally write them. But yeah, I really like this picture. Wow, that first speed paint went by really fast, and this one is a little longer, because I guess I did put more detail into the background, like, a lot. So yeah, I really like her expression, and I think I took the way her hair moves, I kind of referenced that from a different shot, maybe? I can't remember. Yeah, for this one I really wanted to lean into like the imagery of the Disney versions, not just the character design, but like the specific like poses and like background scenes. I know for Ariel I kind of skimped a little on that one. But yeah, and then yeah, the rose is the light source, and that's always the best when there's like an in universe, like in the shot, light source that's not an actual real light. That's always really fun. Especially when it's like coming up from like a bottom angle. Yeah, so I put some pink glowies all over the place, and I took it away from his hand because like the outside of his hand is not facing the flower, so that was important to get it right. And then I just put more like glowies on both of them on the side that's facing the flower. And yeah. Yeah, I always put the little white outline on the eyes. I like doing that. I wasn't gonna originally, because I was actually gonna originally make these not like scenes, but like just little doodles of different scenes. So I was gonna do like Eric going to Ursula too, except Ursula would be like a land witch. It sounds like sandwich. Yeah, I talk too fast. We know this. So yeah, lighting, fun. Should I just cut this short and talk about like the finished product, because there's not really much to talk about here. Okay, time to edit all this out. Never mind, there's only like 2 seconds more of this, so yeah, enjoyed the process. I put sparkles on the flower, that's really fun, I love sparkles. Yeah, so there they are, all done. I like the Beast human design. I know a lot of people like hate it, but I think just the initial like shot that got all whacked in production, I think that's the only like bad shot of him. I think he looks fine the rest of it. Um, yeah. So next is Cinderella, and the idea for this one is basically a lot of people were saying this like on the Tumblr post. This idea was kind of just a gender bent Cinderella, but like I don't care. I did it anyway because it's fun. Um, so the idea is that there's a princess whose parents want her, or her dad, the king, wants her to get married, and she learns of this guy who is a commoner and like in an abusive household or household or whatever. And so yeah, it's kind of just gender bent Cinderella, but I wanted to put the specific Disney characters of like Ella as the princess, and I almost said Eric. They look similar, just the prince in the commoner role. But I think the prompt mentioned them like kind of getting to know each other, and the reason he comes to the ball is because she leaves her kingdom, or not her kingdom, her castle, and like goes out into town to meet people, and like meets him, and like I think comes up with the idea of the ball to get him like out of the house and like into the castle where she can help him, and then there are feelings that develop. So yeah, I don't think it's a total just gender bend, but yeah, it's a fun idea. And so I took this specific shot of them, and I changed her dress to more resemble the pink one that her mom wears because or that her mom like left for her. Like her mom doesn't wear it in the movie, but I assume she wore it at some point in her life. Uh, so yeah, except I added the gloves and like I give her a crown because like she's a princess. I made it a bit more like regal looking, I guess. Like the dress in the cartoon, like the pink one, it kind of looks more like a generic party dress of the 50s. I mean, all the like the silvery bluish white final ball gown is also like inspired by the 50s. Like every Disney movie, the dresses are inspired by their time period, obviously. But yeah, the pink one is like not quite as like elevated, I guess. So I wanted to elevate it. I just made it more fancy and stuff. And the princess outfit is basically the same because let's be real, male fashion trends don't really change, and like there's only one outfit like a princely guy could really wear in this setting. Like all the guys' outfits look the same, at least like the royal ones. Um, yeah. So I did change the colors of his to more resemble Cinderella's maid outfit. Just as a nod to like him being a commoner in this one. And I made it kind of like, I don't know if it comes across, but I wanted the vibe to be like he's kind of like nervous and she doesn't expect him to like know or like have looked into like proper behaviors to have at a ball when interacting, but he's going for that hand kiss because that's what royal people do, that's what the fancy people do, and she's kind of amused by that. I thought that was really cute, and I gave her a necklace to kind of mimic the I can't talk, the blue pearl necklace that she wears in the scene with the pink dress, but I made it like a more simple, like elegant. I think that's also a thing that makes that dress in the original movie look kind of more like a more casual party dress because it's like the pearls are kind of big and they're colorful and it's not that like royal elegant feel. I feel like it's really um I don't want to say I don't know if significant is the right word, but like it's indicative of the time period. There we go. I got the right word. So yeah, I really like the lighting in this one shot. So I wanted to keep the colors really similar. Yeah, I gave him. Oh, I don't know if that brown looks good looking back on his pants. I wanted him to um, have the colors of her maid outfit, but like I don't know if that really comes through because the brown just looks weird. I think maybe I'll change it later. I can't remember. I know I changed it a couple times, but yeah, I do like this. I put some like room lighting because room lighting is the best. I think. Well, I wouldn't say it's rim lighting. I was gonna say the Beauty and the Beast one was kind of that too, but it's not like it was lighting from the back like this one is. But yeah, that's the end. I really like this one, and yeah, I like all of them. I might do some others because the only one on that original Tumblr post was like these three and Red Riding Hood, which is like not a Disney movie. At least as far as I know, they haven't adapted it. Uh, but yeah, I want to do more of these. Like, just mix them up on my own. Like my sister and I were like talking about like Aladdin and kind of Mulan, but I don't know how that would work, so we kind of shut that one down quickly. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, and this was really fun, and I want to do some more videos soon. Maybe. Bye!